All right, now let's turn our attention to the weather, both today and for those games and for the game in Houston right now. Adam, you're on the spot. What's it like in Texas? Let me guess. Humid.
And humid. Yeah, that's right. You got it right. You lived there for a little while, so you know how it goes. Definitely hot and humid for us. We're going to call it warm because for folks there, 80s is actually pretty good. We're going to see those numbers rise into the mid and perhaps even the upper 80s by the end of the game itself. But good thing there, Minute Maid Park, they have that retractable roof, which most times is actually closed during their game. So they're probably going to have that closed again today, and they're going to keep that inside of the park nice and air conditioned and climate controlled. Now, this morning, guess what? We had to deal with a little bit of that fall-like weather because they dipped down into the 30s and 40s, down to 49 in Renton, 48 in Tacoma, low 50s in Olympia. We were one of the warmer spots at 52. 43 in Shelton and 39 in Bremerton. So a chilly start this morning. I think the same can be said about tomorrow morning with even a patchy area of fog or two to go along with that. High temperatures though over the next few days. After today we stay in the 60s. Tomorrow we're back in the 70s and we're going to stay there all the way through the rest of the week and heading on into the weekend as temperatures continue to climb. Now, good thing though about this system moving on through and starting to bring back some cooler air. Our air mass, it is a lot more clean as we have good air quality here across all of western Washington. Not the best over across eastern Washington, but they're even improving too, except they're up around Winthrop where they have unhealthy for sensitive group air quality for the time being. Look at the skies right now. Shoreline, you can see clear skies and a little more of a view now. You can see a bit of the Cascades off into the distance. Plenty of sunshine, and that's going to be a common theme everywhere you go. Skies so blue and so crisp here in Bellingham. Live look there. And then a live look in Everett as we look at Payne Field. You can see pretty blue skies there also. Still some haze around here in Seattle, so it's not completely perfect. We're at 60 degrees. Can't make out where Mount Rainier is, but a lot of sunshine, and it definitely is an improvement from yesterday with only a few clouds around. 63 in Shelton. We're at 63 in Hoquiam. 50s out closer to Forks and 60 in Port Angeles. A good afternoon. Mount Vernon, we're sitting at 63 degrees. Looking at the skies, they should stay clear. Why? High pressure. That's the dominant feature right now and will continue to be so for the remainder of the week as it gains more and more momentum and it gains more strength. That'll start to heat things up for us as we go later on over the next few days. For this evening and heading on into the night, you can see some of those clouds trying to stream on in. This is about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see a few of them moving on by. Now, these are going to be very high, thin cirrus clouds that move on through the area. Some patchy fog to go along with that. That moves out of here. We'll see just a few more of those areas heading on into late tomorrow night and into early Thursday. Either way you cut it, not a whole lot really going on. We're going to keep things dry. Now, temperatures will be in the 60s as you go farther north. We're going to keep temperatures right around 69 in Redmond, mid-60s in Linwood, Kingston up to 67 this afternoon, upper 60s in Renton. There could be a spotty 70 or 2, but I think most spots will be in the mid to upper 60s across South Sound, Auburn, and Shelton. Keep an eye out for that 70-degree mark. Out closer to the coast, of course, temperatures a bit cooler over that way in Ocean Shores at 64, 63 in Long Beach. Aberdeen actually getting up to 70, and then eastern Washington seeing a lot more of the mid to upper 70s with those numbers staying shy of 80 degrees this afternoon. Then lows tonight, we fall back down into the 40s. Going to be a chilly one as you start off early tomorrow morning. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, we'll get up to around 71 degrees. Thursday, 73. Low 70s on Friday, and then the beautiful weekend ahead for some pretty important games. Right, Saturday, that's when the Mariners will have their first playoff game, home playoff game back here in Seattle. And then, of course, there might be a pretty busy game or busy day on Sunday with the Seahawks in town, too.